What's going on, everybody? This is Brendan. The channel is Dad Planet. I am the one-man show. I'm going to take you along for the ride, and we are going thrifting like we always do. Just hit one store, and you never know. One store can always make the difference and make or break your day. So I didn't find a ton of items in this video, but they're all like big ticket items. The vast majority of them at least are. So please stay tuned for these finds. I am excited to share them with you. But I've changed my tune in one of eBay's categories based on some things that I'm hearing around, and so I want to fill you in on that because my stance has completely changed. Stay tuned for that because it may have an effect on your business and your listings as well. I don't know if you folks know this, but when you see a rainbow just before you go inside a thrift store, that's almost a guarantee that you are going to have a ton of success thrifting in the store you're headed into. I don't expect anything less. Let's get shopping. This is sort of a boring item, so please bear with me on it. It's just a wall sconce, and in the last 90 days, you'll see a couple of them is sold between the $25 and the $35 range. That's what I'm going to end up listing this one for, but I went into Terapeak and I think like 30 or 40 of these have sold in the last 2 years. So I'm trying to like peek inside the box here, but it is brand new, open box. I won't remove it, but boring sells, and this is the type of item that keeps resellers in business. That's why it's never going to go away. And if you're willing to list items like that, you're still going to make great money. So I'm putting that in my cart. I wish I could put this polo vest in my cart as well. Unfortunately, you can see it's missing a couple of buttons, but it would have been $50 easy if the thing was complete and it wasn't completely wrecked. So there were only 2 buttons. We're going to have to leave that one behind. I'm going to do something that I don't normally do all the time. I'm not always the most thorough when I go through stores and like checking like each individual rack, but I'm glad I did here because I end up finding this right here. So this is an Arizona State Sun Devils champion reverse weave sweatshirt. You guys saw in that bins video, I found a really expensive one here. This one's kind of cool because it's got like stripes on the collars, but I don't think this is like vintage. I don't know that this is actually 20 years old. I think that tag is more around like the 2010 to 2020 era. So even still, Arizona State, it's got the logo on the front. I'm still going to slap $50 on this and we'll see what happens. List to sell ratio for champion reverse weave Arizona State is, a good number of listed, not a ton sold, but I have a unique style here. And so maybe that will play into me being able to get a little bit more money than if it was, a style that had sold in the $20 to $30 range. So if I'm going to make a mistake here, it's going to be on the high side and not the low side. So I'm going to check the rest of the rack. Age of Wisdom, this looked different to me, but I did see some comps in like the $15 range. I'm not really going to mess with that. There were a lot in that range, so let's leave that behind. Move over to the toys. This thing here is amazing. So bobbleheads, I continue to look for them ever since I sold the Albert Bell bobblehead. I think it was like $100, and this is Alkaline from Detroit. They only want $5 for it. If you look at the most recent comparable that I put on the screen for you, this just sold in brand new condition for $50. So assuming that it is also in brand new condition, the one I'm holding on to right here, we'll actually take a look at this towards the end of the video. I'll open it up and we'll see what we're working with. But I'm going to list that for $50 too. What a great find, right? It's only going to cost me $5, and bobbleheads are great money. There's actually one right here, Sandy Alomar Jr. Anytime you see a Cleveland Indians bobblehead, make sure you look it up. This guy was missing. I think he's supposed to be holding onto it, either a base or a trophy. So I'm going to leave him behind, which is a shame because I think Sandy Alomar down the road will end up becoming the general manager for the now Cleveland Guardians. So he's got a very rich history with the team. So I'm going to just check the toys here, see if there's anything else we can score that rival set. No value there. So let's move over to the sweatpants area. There's actually a bolo here. This is a bona fide bolo. This would be something that even if you were brand new, I would tell you to pick up. So this is a collaboration between Playboy and PacSun. And it's a pair of sweatpants. Naturally, it says Playboy Club. It's got like a little heart design on the side there. And if you go into Terapeak and you get 2 years worth of data, 175 of these, just these sweatpants, have sold in that 2-year time frame. So this is definitely a bolo, something that you want to keep your eye out for. There's a little smudge there. I haven't thrown these in the wash yet, so I'll be interested to see if that mark comes out. But quite honestly, because of the style that I have here, it's really unique. I went through all of the solds and I didn't see that exact style, or even that color for that matter. So I have something really unique. I think it was a men's size small, but really the Playboy PacSun collaboration, that's a bolo that everybody, even brand new sellers, should be keeping your eye out for. That was a fantastic find. I'll probably price it, I'm gonna say in between $25 and $30. So we'll see what happens there. This is a brand of shoes, if you are a shoe seller, that you really need to hone in on, La Sportiva. Now these ones here, they've got some damage on the back. You can see those pull tags are broken. I don't want anything to do with them, even if I could price them at maybe $20 to $25, because this is a brand that even pre-owned, I think half of the solds in the last 90 days have all sold for over $50. So keep your eye out for La Sportiva. There's another pair underneath here. These ones had some damage too that I just didn't want to deal with. I think the style on this was Cativa or something along those lines. But this shoe doesn't look like it holds or has value, and it really does. So please keep your eye out for it. I have mentioned that brand in videos previously, but it bears repeating here because they did roll out on carts. Unfortunately, with that damage, I'm really just not going to deal with it and mess with it. You know, knowing my luck lately with the sales I've had in December, I will get return requests for the damage, even disclosing them. So I'm not messing with it, but I'm still on the absolute hunt for shoes. In fact, I'm going to show you once I walk out of here a pair of shoes that I bought that was behind the counter. That's a really nice pair of shoes. So check this area here really quickly. I think this was a pair of Adidas. They look like Adidas basketball shoes. No go there. There's a pair of Hokas that have a hole in them. That blue pair towards the left bottom. So we're gonna leave that all behind. I got absolutely lucky checking this rack here because I found a Lululemon. I think this is a men's t-shirt. It looks, gray striped V-neck, but I couldn't identify the size. And quite honestly, I don't think I can get any more than $20 for this. So in this store, I think they charge like $4 or $5 for t-shirts too. Like they charge the same price as their polos and their long sleeves. So usually you can find a size underneath here in the shirt. You can see where I'm looking, but I couldn't find it, and the tag is off. So we might have to guess on this, but I'm a brand buyer and Lululemon is a great brand. So I'm gonna take that home. $20 maximum on that. And for spending $5, is that the best return? No, but I know that it likely will sell, and I will probably have to wait a little bit. Maybe it will sell in the summer, but I've been wrong plenty of times before. So, in fact, I just sold a Halloween item like a couple of days ago. So, you guys know how that goes. Anyway, I moved over to a rack. I thought that Jack Albury brand could have been good because I'd never seen it before. I looked it up. It had no value. So, we put that one back. But I've got a banger coming up right here. It is behind this pair of weatherproof pants. Patagonia. This is a retro pile fleece now. It's a size 3XL. The awesome thing about this is there are very few in this exact style 3XLs on Patagonia's website left for sale. So you can get a black one brand new on their website in 3XL and like maybe one color, but you can't get this gray color with like the blue highlights. And the 3XLs just in general are not easy to get. They sell out quickly. And so for that reason, I'm going to be pricing this one here at $130. The style on this is 22801, and it's a very popular seller, but you can't get this color. It's discontinued, and the size is hard to get. So somebody that really has to have that color combination and needs that size is going to be more than happy to pay $130. I think they're like $150 brand new, so it's really not that far off. And quite honestly, in the condition that it's in, $130 is very fair. So we are headed to the checkout line. I like everything I got, but I want to show you this last pair of shoes that I sourced because I spent $20 on them, and the return's going to be fantastic. Here's Al. He's looking pretty snazzy. Brand new condition, 68 world champs, bobbling, the catch, brand new condition, awesome. So what did we say, $50 on that? But I want to show you these. Every now and then they'll put their like really nice condition sneakers behind the counter, and so I saw these for $20. These are obviously New Balance. They are 996s. I'll show you the back of the tag here. They are a men's size 13. These are in mint condition. Now the style on this is the 996 bring back, okay? And the reason we know that it's the bring back is because it's got a piece of brown material here in between the grays. You've got a little bit of an off-white piece here. It says end cap here. So like this exact style and colorway is the bring back style. And because it is in that style, these are selling for around 100 to 150 and above pre-owned. So I think with the size 13, since I will be the only one that has a 13 listed and they're just in immaculate condition, I'm going to list them very fairly at $120. So I'm not afraid to pay up for a decent pair of shoes if I know and the data tells me that I'm probably going to get at least over $100 for them once they sell. And in this case, especially having the only size 13s, it really is just a matter of time before they sell. And I think $120 is very fair. So grabbed those behind the counter. And this guy here obviously is in brand new open box. I'm not going to open it and show you, but you're going to have to trust me on that. But I wanted to show you these shoes because I was unable to get that on camera while I was in store. I want to let you folks know really quickly that my opinion on a category has changed recently. So I only had two, I think they were perfumes or colognes left listed in my inventory. It was debatable whether they were new or pre-owned because of the amount that was left in them, but I pulled both of those listings, so I don't have them listed anymore. I've seen enough rumblings in the YouTube sphere and on Facebook and in groups of eBay actually cracking down where I didn't think that they would. And so I don't want to mess with getting an unnecessary listing pulled. So the only two that I had left, I have pulled them. You may want to do the same for yourself. Your business, your mileage may vary as always, but I'm not going to take the chance now that I see some rumblings going on. If things change in the future, maybe I will change my stance here, but I've previously said I'm going to take the chance, but I'm no longer going to do that. So I wanted to put that out there for you as well. As far as everything that I spent today, I spent $50, and my total listed value for everything in this video comes to $380. So it wasn't a bad haul. Last two items pretty much saved the day. So Brendan here, Dad Planet, the one-man show. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw or you learned something today, and then always consider becoming a member of the Dad Planet family by subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon so that you know every single time I upload a video to YouTube. But that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you once again, and we will see you in the next video.